pretty boy. You always have the nicest gear. Oh, should we not talk about it?
I don't know.
I'm curious. I've got already some like assumptions in my head because I was told that Friesians are very lazy. There's something we have to address. Otherwise, we're gonna get slaughtered in the comments.
Ready? But it's like, for me, it's different to see you on a black horse.
Hi guys, before the video begins, I do want to say a big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Hi guys, so as you saw by today's title, we're doing something very exciting. As you guys remember, Maureen and I went on an incredible trail ride with my Stallion and her Friesian Stallion. It is so cold and windy, but she's actually here visiting us because she asked me, she's like, Matt, what would you think about trying to ride a Friesian for the very first time in your whole life? And I was like, yes. So she's here now. Her horse is in the trailer, so let's go say hi, get him out. We're gonna get him ready. She's probably gonna ride him first and kind of talk me through a lot of kind of stereotypes of Friesian, what is true, what is not true, and then I'm gonna get on and have a feel for myself of how they compare, because she's actually been sending me a few Friesians for sale and I'm getting almost a little bit convinced. So this is gonna be a little bit of a test run, but she's here now, so let's go say hello. Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, you?
We chose the chilliest, windiest day, but I think we're gonna go in the indoor. That it's not so bad. Hey, he's here. What do you think? I think we get him out. Yeah. We get him settled. He's been here before, so he's really chill. And then we can get him ready a little bit. And I have a few questions, especially after reading the comments from the last video.
Yeah.
I got a few things in mind of what people also want to know.
Okay.
We've got some stereotypes and things to address about Friesians. There he is. Oh, pretty boy. You always have the nicest gear. Like the nicest stuff always.
Pretty pony.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, friends already.
Yeah, I didn't.
Good boy. I always, but because how tall was he? 165?
Yeah, I think 166.
But he just looks so much bigger when he's here.
Really?
Yeah, but I think it's because Friesians are built a bit more up.
Oh, very tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right, I think we get him ready. I can help you if you like me to do anything.
Well, he's quite clean.
He looks very clean. Not just clean, very clean.
Well, that's like good things about a black horse. Huh?
Yeah. You were telling me, I don't know if you want to share your little secret and tip, but what do you do to keep him so black?
Sometimes I put him in henna. I don't know if it's like allowed, but it's henna.
Oh, should we not talk about it?
I don't know. I don't know if it's allowed.
I mean, it goes on human skin.
Yeah, it's natural. So I think, like in the summer, I use henna on him sometimes because they get a little bit brownish, like on the face and
yeah.
On the pieces there's a lot of sweat.
Yeah.
So I try to wash him.
It's kind of like a natural little dye to blacken him up again. But you were telling me that it's quite common in the Friesian world and the showing Friesian world to do it, right?
Well, I think so, yeah. I just heard it from somebody that is in the Friesian, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna use it also.
It was a Friesian tip. And how's he been going with his training and everything at home?
Well, we did a little step back.
Okay.
Because he had some problems, but he has like difficulties with it, like using his body.
Okay.
And like the engagement from the hind end and keeping soft in the top line.
Yeah.
Or staying soft, so that's a problem still. And I think it's a common problem also for Friesians itself. So.
Yeah, because this is one of the myths I wanted to see if it was true, because you can probably tell me the best. A lot of people say that Friesians have a lot of health issues, whether it's prone to injuries or other things. Is that true?
Well, maybe not. Yeah, they're like not bred for the specific of dressage. So I think the body still needs, it's like for the body it's more difficult to like adapt to the things we ask from them.
Yeah.
For the dressage. So.
And is it also because of the inbreeding? That's also what I heard. There's a lot of inbreeding in the Friesians, and that also doesn't help with the general health of the horse.
No, well, it gets better. And like the most problems that we have like is like leg issues with the skin.
Yeah.
The rashes, and that's why I also clip his legs.
Oh yeah.
It's also for like, I like it more like with a more sporty feel.
Yeah.
But it's also like to keep an eye on the skin.
Usually they have such thick feathers. How do you even see if there's a skin irritation? It must be very difficult.
Normally you would see like if they have I don't know how to say it in English. Meid.
Like an insect, or
yeah, it's like actually an insect. But it's like a
mite. Then it's a mite, I think.
A mite.
Like a blood mite or
a blood mite. Yeah, and they get rashes on the skin, and then it can swell up.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
You would see, yeah, because they get itchy.
Yeah.
Instead of always with the feet like stamping.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. But for the rest, yeah, he's quite healthy. I bought him with the X-rays and everything on him.
Yeah.
And it's like important thing with the Friesians to do. Like if you want to buy a Friesian, just put everything on picture on the
yeah.
Also the neck and the back. Maybe you can do the reps. You're like good at it. So.
Oh, you want me to bandage?
Yeah. You're better.
Being put straight to work with bandaging, so I'm gonna do that.
Work it.
Okay, he's all tacked up. I'm not sure I actually did the best job with the bandages because the legs of a Friesian are so thick. It was actually very, It was actually very difficult to do it. But he's ready to go. Maureen's gonna have a little ride first. And I thought it would be better if you pop on because you can kind of talk me through your routine with him and kind of Friesians in general as a whole to ride, because I do find there's differences with every breed on kind of what you do and how you ride them. So, and then I can get on after that, I think. What do you think? Yeah. Okay. I'm curious. I've got already some like assumptions in my head because I was told that Friesians are very lazy. I don't know if that's true, but
well, he isn't lazy. It's like if he starts, he's like always keeps walking. So that's not a problem. With maybe with Friesians and him, it's more like the smaller age that you give. They're like a little bit. The response is a little bit later.
Okay.
Like you're like used to a Poro because I see you train with a Poro every week.
Yeah.
If you do this, he's like quick on the hand.
Yeah. And Poro's like that. It was almost too much.
Yeah, he's almost too much, and he needs a little bit more.
Okay.
But he's not lazy, but it's like their motor skills are like different.
Yeah.
So he needs to adjust quite, he's not that quick with adjusting in his motor skills.
Okay, we'll see, because I'm kind of coming from a different world then with my horse, so we'll see how that feels then. So, have any of you thought about either creating your own website, or if you have a standing website, you want to improve it, you want to go to somewhere that's a little bit easier to manage the website, to create the website, to edit the website, well then Squarespace is the place for you. They offer hundreds of already made templates where you can already get the look and feel for the website that you want. It's super easy. All you have to do is make an account, you find a template you like, and you can start straight away. You don't need to have any coding knowledge. You can go in, edit the whole layout that you want for your website. Even when you have chosen a template, there's still so many options that you can go into and change. If you are interested in Squarespace, you use my link www.squarespace.com/Harnacke, and in doing so you'll receive 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Thank you again, Squarespace, for being such a loyal, consistent sponsor of this channel. It means a lot to me. And now back to me riding the Friesian. Just before we go in, or whilst you get the bridle on, there's something we have to address.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we're gonna get slaughtered in the comments. Behind the vertical, back onto that topic. So I feel like I can very much relate to Friesian owners on this, because with PREs, it's exactly the same. They fall behind the vertical super easily. Yeah. And it's got to do with the way the neck is built, the length of the neck, the body, everything.
Everything, yeah.
So what do you have to say about that?
Well, I don't want to see it as a problem, because for what you said, like it's the build, their build and their way of body.
They're both gonna say hello.
Yeah, very cute.
They're like, he's like behind the vertical. Let me show you the opposite. It's like Romeo and Juliet.
I think it's also for him. It's because he goes behind the vertical.
Yeah, and it's gonna happen today.
Yeah, and it's gonna happen. And if do I try to fix it? Yes. Do I want it? I don't want him behind the vertical, but for them sometimes it's like a comfort.
It's easier.
It's easier for them.
It's like sometimes at the gym, it's easier to do the exercise wrong then when you actually get the right posture, it's much harder.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to teach them is no, even though it's harder, you have to do it this way. But how old is he? 6?
6. And
So he's young still, and young horses go behind the vertical irrelevant of the breed.
Yeah.
It still happens.
yeah, and he, you know, and sometimes he has tension also from the surrounding things around the arena.
Yeah.
And then they quite
Also go
quickly
behind.
Go behind.
Yeah.
And of course we try to fix it, but it takes time.
This is what we get trained by the same coach, so we get it, but
Yes.
this is what a lot of people don't get. Behind the vertical has nothing usually to do with the hand.
No.
It's got to do with weakness in the hind.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the strength to hold the body correct.
Yeah.
Of course, you can pull your horse behind the vertical, but that's actually when you go into more roll cur
Yeah.
than behind the vertical.
So, and of course you see some people also with Friesian or PREs that like still pulling,
Yeah.
pull them behind the vertical.
Yeah.
But that's why most of the time they feel kind of strong in the mouth.
Yeah.
It's not the mouth, it's the hind.
It's the hind.
Goes to the top line.
Yeah.
Again, and that's the mouth.
Yeah. Okay,
So
good
we're
boy.
talking- Yeah.
We go ride.
Yes. Thank you.
Let's get him a little treat. I've got a little treat for him if that's okay. Oh, okay. And you come here every week to have lessons, so he knows this place really well. He was even stabled here, so he's familiar with it all. Okay, I'm excited to see you warm up because I never really have the time between my lessons to fully watch. So it's gonna be nice to get a view from the ground first. And you can see already here, you have no contact and he's going behind the vertical.
Yeah.
You have literally, and this is a weakness in the hind leg.
And of course, like you can say, I want my hands here, and I go this, and then you like, for him, it's for him because then the use of his body won't be like efficient anymore. I
Yeah.
just want to first my tempo.
Then there's no balance.
Yeah, of course.
So you kind of have to put the pieces together to then be able to get the neck in the right spot. But it's what Kun always says, don't worry about the head and the head carriage, it'll come. Focus on the engine and the hind.
Yeah. And of course, there are more ways to get to a goal that we all want, like the better dressage horse, but I think each horse is different.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
needs another approach. So he's still looking for balance.
He's very smooth and flowy though. I always love that about Friesians. They've got this big elevation in the movement. It's really nice. Do you think that makes it harder for collection because they have so much movement?
Well, yeah, for them it's like the bigger muscle groups, they like to engage those.
Yeah.
And I think the most difficult for them is like the small motor skills, like in the back, the rotation in the back.
Yeah.
If you have that okay, then everything will be fine.
And it's interesting because I think for a lot of people they would see the picture and they would think, oh, it's so easy.
Yeah.
But
No.
I know from what you're saying that it takes a lot to even get him in this position, and it's even for him it's hard work.
Yeah.
And that's what we were saying, you know, sometimes just doing the exercises right, you don't have to be extending and piaffing and passaging the whole time to get your horse really worked. Just having them in the right position, feeling all the muscles correctly, that is already very difficult. Do you think the trot or the cant is easier for him?
Well, the canter was his first, and now it's his next, so.
Oh, okay, well we like that. That's always good news. Now I just have to get on and not ruin it. And not break him. That's always when you get on someone else's horse, you're like, I just don't want to like ruin anything.
He's fine.
Okay, good.
We're at the stage where he's living in, she's 9 or 10, she rides her to that ring like this.
Okay, but now that you said that, if I don't do a good job, then you're going to be like, a 9-year-old can do it better than you. Now I'm going to have anxiety. I'm excited. I do feel like he's in Oreo size.
He looks good on you
Like just...
already, but it's like, for me, it's different to see you on a black horse.
Yeah, it must be really different because I'm only on grays. So this is the opposite. Hi. Okay, first impressions. The neck is really high.
Hi, yeah.
I think PRE necks are set lower.
Yeah.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Well, we met, but thanks for having me on board. Okay, I think I'm gonna maybe start with what you did, just like
just have a feel.
Stretchy trot.
Yeah.
Which side is easier, the left?
Left.
Okay. I think I start with. Okay. Okay, yeah, he's not exactly as sensitive as Emporio, but
no, not at all.
Also a good thing, because Emporio can be very, very sensitive.
Well, because when I just had him in the beginning, he was really sensitive.
Yeah.
But then the problem was that he got only more tension in his whole body because he was only like busy with me, like, okay, what aid will she give? So Koen, our trainer, just said, make him a little bit more slow for now. Because if I make work from it, he will be like very quick on the aids again in no time.
I understand. Okay, the walk, I have to say, is much nicer than a Pyrenees walk. It's so much more flowy and balanced, and I was looking also at the over track is much nicer as well.
Yeah.
So the walk feels very comfortable. So I'm very impressed. I'm in trouble. Okay, I'm gonna go to trouble. Okay, I really want to try and focus not to be too much with my hands, because you had it so nice and light and soft.
Yeah.
I want to try and do the same.
Well, just have a feel.
Okay, firstly, the trot is very comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's also very bouncy, which I like. It's got like a good bounce to it.
Yeah. If you go up, you feel like you go up because it's like...
Yeah. And I think it's that suspension that they have. Okay, nice. I'm understanding you a little bit better. So, because the mouth is actually quite sensitive.
Yeah.
Then I'm starting to think like, with my horse, because the mouth is quite sensitive and the leg is quite sensitive, then I get very quiet, but I feel like I can definitely support him more with my leg.
Yeah.
Than I have to with the hand. So I can't forget to still help him there. Wow, he feels nice already.
Yeah.
He feels really nice.
Yeah, and that is the things he finds difficult if you change rein, his body, like he has to adjust his body. And for him that's a difficult thing. Then I bring my inside leg and just my right hand a little bit to the inside, just to like encourage him, like. But for him this is a difficult thing.
Okay, I definitely feel what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and use my seat a little bit more to bring him back. And then you were also working the inside rein a little bit more on this side, right?
Yeah.
Because he walks
inside leg and then the inside rein, and when he gives the answer on your hand, you just relax and give him a pat. But for him this is just very difficult work. And we also like, normally I also do like bending exercises, but for now I think this is just for the video, it's just fun to have a feel and don't do too much difficult stuff. I'm like curious, what do you feel? Because if you see him like this, he looks like kind of slow, but how does he feel?
Does it look slow?
No, but I know it looks slow.
Yeah.
But you're not going slow because he doesn't feel slow.
No, he doesn't feel slow at all.
No.
I feel like the strides definitely feel like bigger than on my horses. It's more like the rein. So even though I know I'm not going fast, it feels faster because I'm covering the same ground in less strides.
Well, people always say, or not always, but like they're like slow. It's a slow breed, and you need to kick him a lot. But you don't have to use your legs like that much on him.
Yeah, but he's not lazy though.
No, not at all.
He's not maybe as sharp as like my horse, but
no.
He's not lazy at all, which is nice because it puts a bit of an untruth on that stereotype that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Okay, let's change direction. I'm going to try the canter. Drop the neck.
Good boy.
Okay, kind of like an amateur. Leaning forward.
Yeah, just have a feel what he does if you leave him alone. And then correct where you think, okay, he needs correction in this or that.
It's almost like it's better when I can even though I'm not asking him to come up.
Yeah, he wants to come up by himself really quick.
Yeah, like that kind of higher neck that he has. This feels nice. Whoa.
But like I'm always saying to Koen, imagine in 2 or 3 years when he gets stronger, you can put him on his hind legs.
Yeah.
It will be fun, this horse.
But there is, on this side, I mean, there's a lot of balance.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to do much, and he's just carrying me really nicely. I just kind of have to remind him of the flexion, keep the shoulders a little bit on the outside.
Yeah.
And I can do that mostly just with my leg. So I don't really have to do much at all.
Yes.
Oh, this feels nice.
Good.
That was hard for him. Good morning. It feels really nice, Maureen. I like it.
It's flowy.
It's like you can just sit at the canter and you can work it.
Yeah.
And it's comfortable.
And of course you're like used to Emporio and he's like way further in his education. But I think it's fun to feel the difference between these two.
And you can also feel the differences in like what you can do, because with Emporio, because he's so quick, you can already do so much more collection because he just kind of saves himself.
Yeah.
But here you can feel that you have to set him up a little bit differently in order for him to kind of have the strength to stay there. So Maureen has told me that he's starting to really play with some 1 or 2 steps of baby piaffe, so some baby half steps. So she's given me the honors of seeing if I can also have a little feel. So I'm gonna see. So Maureen said to just bring him back a little bit in tempo.
Braaf.
Boy.
Oh, nice.
Quite smooth, huh?
Yeah. Well, Matt, you want a Friesian too?
Yes.
Yes.
I actually really like him. I think he's such a cool horse, and I love the feeling. It's kind of the similar feeling to PREs, you know, when they're right, especially in the canter, you can feel it. When he's really holding himself on that left side,
Yeah.
and he's carrying and he's up, and you're like, oh, I'm like a king. You feel just, they give you such an incredible feeling.
Yeah, and it's just time. He just needs to get stronger.
Yeah.
And he's still a baby.
Yeah.
In everything.
He is still a baby. But he's such a willing horse, and I think that kind of willing nature is what I love about these breeds as well. They just always want to please.
Good boy.
And he's so beautiful.
Look at his hair.
That also helps. Hey, let me
Oh, there he is.
see everyone. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
I'll pop off now.
1, 2, 3.
It was interesting. I feel like it didn't feel like what I had expected, because I expected a horse that was really lazy and also a bit more like unathletic, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But he's quite athletic. I don't think he's lazy at all. And he's quite sensitive. Like, he's learning and he's building up strength, but he's still quite sensitive. So I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
Maybe there's gonna have to be some shopping we do together at some point in the
Big
future.
one. A really
Who knows?
big one.
A huge one. A huge one. Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Because there is Friesians that are like over 170. Like.
Oh, I sent you one.
Yeah.
180.
Yeah. But then maybe that was maybe that was too big.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, it could be interesting. It could be fun. But for now, it was a lot of fun being able to ride him and getting to know the breed better. Yeah.
And maybe do it in 2 years or a year just to see what he does then.
Yeah, that would be cool.
No, it's not a shame because he's still a baby, but I think it would be a nice horse when he can do the highest.
Of course, of course.
Like Emporio, of course.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I see you every week, so hopefully we can do a little update in the future on how he's going. And yeah, and maybe we'll have to go look at some. Or when you go looking for your one next, I want to come, because that would be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. That would be dangerous. That would be. Okay.
Buy one.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
It's been a lot of fun,
welcome.
as always. We'll have to go on our next trail. We are already planning another fun trail.
Yeah.
So you'll be seeing Maureen again for sure. I'll link all of Maureen's social also down below. So if you want to follow her and check her out and keep up to date with everything she's doing, you can do that. But for now, that's the whole video. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.